Fear is writ large on the canvas of human history. Quintus Ennius, the father of Roman poetry, lamented in the 2nd century BC that fear drives out all intelligence from my mind. And Michel Montaigne, who for half a millennium has inspired us teachers to make our students write way too many 5-paragraph essays, he opined that the thing in the world I am most afraid of is fear. That passion alone. Funny enough, he was not being facetious. Where would literature be, or art, or cinema, without the powerful emotional response of fear? Good examples are Edgar Allan Poe's Tales of Mystery and Imagination, Edvard Munch's Painting the Scream, and all of the fingernail in the flesh movies that Alfred Hitchcock directed, like Psycho. There's fear for entertainment and creativity, but what I want to talk about today is that daily fear that's so mundane that we have to live with. What's interesting about our daily fears is that many of them are taught to us. Evolutionary biologist Richard Dawkins advanced the theory of memes in his groundbreaking work, The Selfish Gene. If you have not read this book and want to understand human behavior, I highly recommend it. Memes are cultural rituals that we pass down from one generation to the next. And like the genes in our DNA, we pass them on from parent to child, and we don't even realize it. Some of them are very beneficial, like the golden rule. Some of them are just downright silly, like men's neckties. I mean, come on, guys, is that the best we can do for a fashion statement? I mean, all they're good for is to catch food stains. And then there's the really shocking and unfathomable ones like genital mutilation. We have been transmitting our memes since the dawn of civilization, and probably before. Ancestors to grandparents, grandparents to parents, and now I'm here to talk about you. For high school and college students, there's the weight of what I call the success meme, bearing down on your shoulders. Go to the best schools, join the rat race, and work yourself to death so you can buy all that stuff and fluff in your life. The success meme is a powerful force in your decision making, and too often you end up your life that is not the real you. In your heart of hearts, you want to be an artist, a writer, do good works for the betterment of society, but there's all that stuff and fluff that everybody's expecting you to accumulate until you die. I have a friend who is an editor at the China Daily newspaper, Mike Peters. He told me that he has visited 5 universities in China, and on all 5 campuses, his hosts insisted that he go and see the building. You all know what the building is, don't you? Why, that's where all the students go to jump off and commit suicide. Talk about a cry for help. That's the science lab. This is the engineering department. Over there is where the students go to kill themselves. Most of us don't seek out the building, but we're still trapped by the success meme. What do you do if you aspire to be an actor, a dancer, or a singer, but your family expects you to get a high-paying job at a Fortune 500 company? Or mom and dad have worked really hard to save up the money for you to go to an Ivy League school, but what you really want to do is go to that little Midwestern college and study art. Maybe you want to use your hands to grow a garden and be an organic farmer. But you've been told all your life that your hands are much, much better suited for more prestigious and profitable pursuits. Some of you are really into fashion, hair, skin, accessories, clothing, and want to work in these creative fields. But the success meme is being blasted into your brain to do otherwise. Then there's the really tough one, the family, business, or practice. You're expected to go to the right school, get the right degree, take over that medical, law, architectural, engineering firm, or business concern that's maybe been in the family for 2 or 3 generations. And all you want to do is study literature and write books. What ends up happening is we lead lives that are completely out of balance and full of stress, strife, and suffering. With it comes self-loathing, low esteem. You hate what you're doing. You feel trapped. And unfortunately, it does not happen in a vacuum. You have problems with poor health, obesity, alcoholism, popping prescription pills, and or living in a kamikaze relationship, either as the abused or the abuser. Destructive behavior is the mirror image of living a lie. I know what I'm talking about. My family was torn apart when I was in middle school, and it wasn't until years later I learned why. My father had athletic scholarships on offer all around the United States. But my grandparents, transmitting the success meme, forced him to go to dental school at a university very near them. His dream was to be a writer and a farmer, sort of a modern-day Henry David Thoreau. And guess what? He had a full scholarship offer from Harvard University to study literature and writing, which he obediently refused. Imagine that. For you suffering under the duress of the success meme, don't put yourself through what my family had to endure. You've got to have a plan. First, talk to your parents, level with them, and speak from the heart. Memes are powerful and deeply embedded, so you just can't take no, the first no as an answer. As is often the case, though, you'll end up in my dad's shoes. So what do? You can always go out on your own. This option is fraught with risk, and you'll have to grow up very fast. A lot of people have done so, though, and quite famously. Most of you will opt for option B. First, you have to make the biggest decision of your life. More stuff and fluff or holistic, balanced happiness. Contrary to popular delusion, you can't have both. Again, I've got some skin in this game. It took me 26 years of corporate life to find that out the hard way. So don't slave away 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 hours a week. Heck, work reduced hours so you have time to pursue your dreams and or use your university degree to do volunteer work. Another option is you put your college knowledge to work at a charitable organization or an NGO who can use your skills. Finally, and maybe most importantly, make sure you choose a partner who agrees that there is more to life than the endless accumulation of stuff and fluff. If you have someone breathing down your neck to make more and more money, to buy more and more stuff and fluff, chances are you can go back to that slide about self-destruction, disease, drugs, and abuse. Thank you, everybody.